Don't know where to begin.
Everything is a challenge.
We almost cannot do anything that regular families do. We married in '99 and we moved to Seattle in 2007.
So when we moved here,
Jonathan was 2 months
2
old.
months old, and Ronnie was 3 years old. It looked like he was developing normally, and then we started noticing some things that we never seen with our daughter. And I would go to our pediatrician and tell her about that, and she would dismiss me every single time. And then at the age of 2, within 2 weeks, he just lost all of his words.
Started forgetting this word, that word, all the numbers.
And honestly, it was the scariest time of our lives.
We didn't know anything. We didn't have any support. What do we do?
Seattle Children's sent a doctor to diagnose, and it was immediately autism. Throughout the years, so many different behaviors that occurred, aggressive behaviors, very, very challenging things. We basically need to work on every single thing that comes just naturally to other children. Even feeding is a challenge. Even toileting is still a challenge. And he can be also very unpredictable. It can be suddenly very aggressive behavior. And now he's a big boy and he's even taller than me. He cannot be unsupervised ever. Ever.
But we try not to give up. Yeah, we try not to give up on things we like, and we take him everywhere. In general, very positive demeanor, very smiley.
We're losing a lot of sleep just worrying about what will happen to him when he grows up, and knowing that we're not here forever. Very scary.
Don't have a lot of family here, almost no family. He has a sister, and that's it. So it's a big unknown.
Our daughter went to daycare with a boy, and then I saw his mom somewhere, and we realized that they also have a child with autism, and she told me about Friendship Circle, and we immediately contacted them.
The Friendship Circle is a nonprofit organization whose entire mission revolves around providing opportunities for friendships for people with disabilities. And the way we do that is through a buddy system. Everybody that comes to Friendship Circle has a teen volunteer that they're matched with.
And we're really just a very beautiful community. We're a support system for families who have special needs and for the teenagers that volunteer.
Throughout these years, he had different buddies, and they all were wonderful. Honestly, all of them. They come every Tuesday.
We get there, his mom opens the door and he pops up out of his seat and just goes straight to his room and pulls out 3 puzzles. I think he really looks forward to it every week.
He just has like an infectious smile. From what I see, I think he just really appreciates our friendship.
Jonathan and Ari can do those puzzles in sleep, but they enjoy it. They all still laugh and make him work and give him parts of the puzzles to do. So usually it's puzzles and just playing ball. Yeah, we're not sure he really understands the word friendship, but he definitely understands love, and he sees when people are genuine and love him. So I think that's what he feels, and that's why he's so excited to see them every time.
The Sunday Circle is where all of our buddies get dropped off, and volunteers meet their buddies there.
The first Sunday I came, it was really like magic. It was all surreal.
We couldn't believe
this
it.
exists even.
Throughout all these years since he was diagnosed, so many therapists gave up on us. A few therapists tried to convince us to admit him and couldn't deal with him anymore. So we are just used to people saying, just come and pick him up and don't come back. On first Sunday circles, we didn't even go far from there because we weren't sure. And I remember Esther called us and I said, okay, let's just go back. And she said, no, don't come back. Just tell us what else can we try. And I just couldn't even breathe. I just burst into tears because they didn't give up on us from the beginning. Jonathan goes to Friendship Circle summer camp every summer. He really loves it.
And he asks for camp like all year round.
All year round for camp. This is the only camp he goes to. But it's not just Jonathan, because we all participate. I really enjoy Mom's Night Out. All the walks, everything that we can, we participate. Hopefully, maybe next year he will start doing a program for older kids. That's the goal with Friendship Circle. To see your child smiling and living kind of normal life, I mean, playing with peers, having friends, what can be more wonderful than that? And these volunteers who are just kids, to see how excited they are to work with kids with special needs, no one forces them. It's amazing. And we sure they will grow to be really good people. Big thank you to the parents who educated their children to love unconditionally.
I have found that Jonathan's experience at Friendship Circle has helped him to interact with everybody in a more meaningful and patient way. I've really enjoyed seeing that.
I've learned a lot about myself and then also people with disabilities.
I think Friendship Circle has been a great way for Ari to engage in the community in a way that brings out his empathy.
I think it's just knowing that like I'm really doing something meaningful and, you know, making someone's day.
They do things in the community for service hours. And just the other day, Ari was on the phone with his track coach and he was like, oh, come on, Ari, you gotta show up to practice. Yeah. He's like, but you've gotta have your service hours by now. And he's like, it's not about that. This is my community. This is my friend. I love going to spend time with him. This is so important to me. It's a real friendship.
Unfortunately, there are so many families like ours. To have this kind of support, it's so big. There is not even one child that they would say no to.
Friendship Circle is just a terrific organization.